Come on. Come on. Are you recording? Come on. Okay, here we go. You're going to be hearing... Okay, so this is the first day of KaPow Intergalactic Film Festival. I've been yapping over and over about this. We got it over at the NoHo 7, Lemley, North Hollywood. We're going to be meeting with filmmakers, talking with directors, producers, actors, actresses, screenwriters, all kinds of folks who are involved with the creation process for movies, the movie creation process. So it's going to be a good one. We started off the festival today at 1 p.m. with the first movie, Beside Me, all the way from Romania. Very heartwarming tale. Very heartwarming tale. It's really cool. It all takes place on a subway. And I saw some signs in there for Transylvania, so maybe it was actually in Transylvania, which then gave me an idea for a movie with a similar premise of this, but with a bunch of vampires on a subway. It takes place in a subway. All these different stories going on. The acting was superb. Even the extras in the background, people who didn't have any lines, it was just amazing to see how they reacted to the events that were going on in the movie. And just incredible, just exciting, so heartwarming, so good. It was a perfect movie about showing without telling. I think I picked up a little something when I was hanging out with the Yachtly crew. Chances are you're going to hear that mini tour we called Batten Down the Hatches tour. Chances are you're going to hear that later on. You're going to hear those episodes. I have about 4 or 5 hours recorded of that. And so first I'll be doing the KaPow stuff, and then release the Yachtly crew shenanigans that happened while we were on the road, back and forth between wilderness and beach. It was great. The wilderness and then the beach. The wilderness and then the beach. It felt phenomenal. It felt so good. Playing on the beach. These are the kinds of things that we envisioned when we put Yachtly Crew together. The idea of playing on the beach, near the beach. On the beach, near the beach. And also on yachts, of course. Cruises, we've been playing with that idea of wanting to be on cruises. And sure enough, we're going to be on that 311 cruise, possibly the KISS cruise. Things are evolving more and more and more each time. As for today, tonight, right now, if you're out in Ventura, Yachtly Crew is playing. They're playing tonight at the Discovery. Something called Discovery. I had to miss the last time they played because I was out there for that reunion. If you guys remember those podcasts, I think I did about 3 or 4 podcasts, so two podcasts a day, I think. Just constantly uploading them. All my old buddies, childhood friends. So, yeah, they're going to be there tonight. Discovery, while I am watching the Black Pumpkin premiere, the Halloween horror film that I worked on. And then tomorrow, over at KaPow, we're doing Bloody Bobby and then Black Pumpkin at 12 p.m. Double feature. So if you happen to be out in that area, in the North Hollywood area, so check it out. Check it out. Because right after that, I got to shoot on up to Long Beach to Alex's bar to play with the Yachtly crew. Things are moving like lightning, folks. We'll get back to you more later at KaPow. Thank you for listening. So we are about to interview the filmmakers of In This Gray Place. Is it too dark? Is this too dark?
Oh, I guess that'll work. It was just so much later before, but I guess that'll work.
Well, were you doing the interviews sitting down? Or did you decide to do the stand-up one?
No, we were doing sitting.
Oh, good.
And yeah, sitting was good.
Oh,
Sitting was really good.
Rudy abandoned us.
Hey, man, I'm Kurt.
Hi, Alex. Pleasure
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you.
Yeah.
Excellent acting job,
Thank
dude.
you
I mean,
so
that's
much.
a lot of pressure on one person's shoulder to be one person.
Not when you're working with
the
a
entire...
great crew. Not when you're
That's
working
true.
with a
That's
great
true.
crew. But I
Hi.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'm Kurt. Nice to meet you. It was really cool. Just what you did in one location and all the magic that went into it. Just so kick-ass.
Really so much. I really
Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah, thank you. Do you want to?
So yeah, if you could sit there, she'll.
So the culprit is actually that gentleman. No, that's not true.
talk from off camera.
And what is your name?
Hi, I'm Rudy Womack.
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
the writer and director of it.
Kick ass. She'll be interviewing you guys. I'm also just gonna go ahead and
Can
just
we interview those two?
I'm gonna be
Do you
recording it
want-
off stage.
Do you want to do this instead of me?
No.
Do you want to do this?
You
instead?
were on
so
set
weird.
a lot more than
That's
me.
the exact opposite of what I want.
Can we get the lights up a little bit more?
Oh, let me go. Let me see. Let me see if these guys can. All right, we're gonna turn up the. In This Gray Place, the cinematography was great. Oh, excuse me a sec. Oh, is there a possibility to turn up the lights just a little smidge? She's doing a Q&A with those guys.
Do we have the janitor lights on?
Thank you. Hey man, I remember you from last year.
Oh yeah, Joe.
It's so kick-ass. You're out here again, man. This is great.
Yeah.
All right, so we got we're gonna have a Q&A here. Shit. We gotta get this music off.
And so that's weird. It was just like,
And
you'll read it.
the other thing is too, would you be able to turn off this music just for the moment while we do the Q&A with these folks? I forgot that he had the music going.
Sure. But how long is this?
We're just gonna have a quick, 15-minute Q&A with these guys.
How many?
We're 10 minutes or something. I don't know. I don't know how long you normally do it for.
Let's do 10.
Cool. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Is that good?
Thank you so much. That's what the difference was. Because I was like, I know it's nighttime, but not in here.
It's like, what does an actor look for in the script? Specificity, emotional honesty, catharsis.
I just look through and make sure that there's not a naked scene hidden in there somewhere.
I look.
The surprise naked scene.
I look through and make sure there is a naked scene for me.
Yeah.
You know.
And then what? They ended up on the editing room floor, but then yours somehow sneaked their way in.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I'm like, what? How did they get that footage of me changing?
Yeah. Where did that come from? I don't know. They could hide GoPros in those kinds of spaces. So,
Not a GoPro
while I'm
anywhere.
waiting for her, I'm just going to ask you guys a couple of questions. Wait, can you just look in there just to make sure I'm off screen?
You are.
I'm off screen. Okay, good. Okay, so you played the part of,
Laura Whelan.
and was that tricky just to be on the phone all the time and to try to picture yourself, or was he there next to you?
So when Rudy cast me in it, when it said I was off screen, I didn't realize I would actually be. I was confused about that. I thought, because normally you shoot both sides of the phone call, and so when we were talking about it, and he said, "No, you're just a voice." I was really scared. I was like, "How am I gonna be able to time that?" So I just asked if it wouldn't be a distraction if I was there and actually did the dialogue on set, so I would have a say in kind of.
So you were on set with him.
Yeah, I did all my phone calls because I wanted to make sure I knew why the timing was how it was,
Which
and
was
that helped a lot.
godsend on set because we had that one location, and originally, because we actually got to know each other through the shoot. Originally, we didn't want to impose, we didn't want to say, look, could you come down and everything, but Angela's great. She volunteered to come down and do those phone call scenes with me, so I have another actor to work
That
off
is
of.
so helpful. So you weren't just
Infinitely.
flying blind trying to...
No, yeah, and it was amazing and so grateful for.
Because the whole scene, I mean, you're inside that one location. You're really not...
There's nothing to cut to.
Yeah.
Got to. Yeah. There are some challenges to that, that's all I'll say. But again, the crew was amazing. Our cinematographer is like a
Oh my
frickin'
God.
camera genius.
really good.
So the way he did so much with so little, and the director, the writer, who's sitting over there off camera. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I'm calling attention to you. He pre-planned it out so it would never feel stale. It would never feel like I'm just standing there talking. So there was a lot of movement. He played around with that space. And if we were going to do it in one location, you were going to know that location very well by the end of the film.
Well, it was cool, too, because there are constantly little surprises that keep popping up.
Oh, yeah.
That helps not keep it stale.
Yes.
These like, whoa, what's that reveal? Ooh, what's this reveal?
Yeah.
And then you're not expecting your character to be suddenly finding ways to hide the money and the jewels in the bathroom, which is it's a brilliant plan.
Genius. First time I read it through, I devoured the thing, and towards the end, like, I was 20 pages out, I'm like, how does this end? Like, there's no possible way. I'm thinking, he's going to get killed for sure, he's going to get caught, there's going to be something with it. And then all of the parts of the movie that played a factor in, that's where you hit all the jewels. I go, oh my gosh, of course. But then at the same time, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Right, because he's
The
tweaking the
lights.
light, and that's where he hides jewels. The
the
radiator
faucet,
where he
the
hits his head,
radiator,
he hides
yeah.
jewels. Where he
Spoiler
drinks
alert.
the water.
So cool.
Also, I'm pregnant, and he killed my brother.
Yeah. So
Spoiler.
you keep getting these little surprises in there.
Because I had to.
It's cool that they showed the actual robbery, which is you're not expecting. So then that's another surprise that comes swooping in.
Yeah, that was too much fun. That was a lot
That was a really
of fun.
fun day.
Yeah, and we got Marcus to come in, and he did such a fantastic job. I mean, everybody was just on point for that day because we just had the one day to shoot, and everybody was very on point. We just had a blast doing it. Yeah, it's not often you get to rob a pawn shop and not go to jail afterwards. So
Well,
that was a fun experience.
what's interesting is that so throughout the whole time, it's just up to the audience to kind of imagine why is this dude bad? Why is he
Yeah.
here? What's going on? What's going on? And then when we actually see that he's truly a good guy at heart, and he actually has to kill his own, well, possibly future brother-in-law,
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit, like he did that, but he did that to save that woman's life.
Yeah, and it was a split-second decision. It wasn't premeditated, right? And thank you for saying that he's a good guy at heart, because I haven't been getting that reaction afterwards. People have
Wow.
been saying, like, yeah, no, he totally deserved everything that's going to be happening to him.
He's trying to do everything he can for her.
Thank you, finally. Unbelievable. No, everybody's taking everybody, the police side, everybody else's side, but not mine.
It's so funny because I felt like, when you're watching Breaking Bad and everybody really hates the wife in it because she's getting in the way of him being a successful criminal. And then I hated her so much, and then when we were shooting this, I was like, oh my God, I am her. I'm the wife from Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Because I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want the money. He's like, just take it.
I really wanted an alternate scene where the banging at the door at the very end, and instead of cops, like you see the first cop come in, and then he drops down, and it's Laura, and she has a gun, and she's pregnant,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and she's like, "Baby, we're going home," you know. And
Oh, yeah.
I hike him up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
We
With the
ride
bazooka in one arm and him on the shoulder.
and
and
for
yeah.
some
And
reason,
just
there's a
white
horse.
snake,
We
white
ride
snake.
off.
Yeah, there's a
white
horse.
snake.
Yeah.
Or like heaven isn't too far away or
That
something.
was vetoed, unfortunately.
Alex doesn't, he's not allowed to make ideas.
Maybe it'll become the what in the director's cut? Will we see that?
Or like a
There wasn't money for it.
I wanted to do a shootout. Didn't happen. I wanted Laura to save me through a shootout. It didn't happen.
Well, it was cool that he was shot with like the rubber bullets or whatever that was, the
Yes.
sand packs or whatever the hell
Yeah.
they shot you with. Or like you didn't die, so that he does in a sense live to fight another day. So that knowing that if she does come by to get those jewels,
Oh, yeah.
well, there's that security for when you come out
Right.
of there. You fly the Cooper. Who knows what happens?
Oh, well,
Maybe that's a sequel. He breaks
No.
out.
right. In this great place, but instead of a bathroom, it's prison, and he's got to get out.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
the complete opposite.
Oh yeah.
He's
It's
got to
just
stay
him
in
with
the
a
first movie, then he's got to
spoon,
get out.
did
Of
he?
Ooh. So
And
wait,
it's
did you?
Laura running off and being married to someone else. by the
Oh,
time he gets out.
God.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Did you shoot in an actual bathroom? Was that a set? What was that all about?
Thank
Built
you.
a bathroom in his garage.
Whoa,
All of
man.
that was in
Yeah, it
his
was him.
garage. Yeah.
Handmade.
The rain that fell down, we took the entire set out. We put it
In the backyard.
in the backyard, and we rigged it so when it fell rain, that was real. All of that was real.
Incredible.
I asked him when I read it the first time. I said, "Well, there's leaves at one point. There's rain at one point. There's every season." I was like, "There's got to be snow at some point." So they could only ruin the bathroom once.
Oh yeah.
Rain.
And by the time we did the elemental stuff, it was too hot for snow.
I was like, "Just get a snow machine.
Oh yeah, just get a
Get a
snow
snow
machine.
machine."
Well, I want to. Do you see all three of them up on there? Could you sit in there for us, please, so we can get a
I
little
knew
little
it.
smidgen,
Aw.
so we can see the.
Just don't be awkward.
Exactly.
Oh, good.
Great. So he's going to go in the opposite direction. He's going to be as completely awkward as possible. Strange poses. Like, what are you doing? You're doing yoga.
Here he is.
You're doing
So,
great
okay.
so far.
So where did you first get the inspiration? You know, a lot of this stuff it comes from. One second. A lot of this stuff it comes from. There's that little seed, and it just keeps on growing. So sorry. So you got that little seed, and it just keeps growing, and other things keep adding to it. Where did that first little piece come from?
So Alex and I had done another feature before, and it got picked up and it got sold. And so I was talking with him. I was like, "Hey, I want to keep the ball rolling. I want to immediately jump into another movie." And he was like, "Cool. What's it about?" And I'm like, "It's a guy, and he's stuck in a closet." And he's like, "Sounds like you don't really have an idea." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't at all." So I cannibalized a lot of scenes from other scripts I was writing. I cannibalized a lot of other ideas and concepts I was kind of playing around with. And through just a series of meetings with Alex, it evolved from a guy who's just stuck in a closet for whatever reason he was stuck in the closet for. Went through like a dozen iterations to like, okay, he's been involved in a robbery. He's locked himself inside of a bathroom because that's like the only place he can hide. And that really motivated why he can't get out. Right. I mean, he physically could if he wanted to. He could just open the door and walk right out, but he doesn't want to leave. So also adding the element of the police kind of added that exterior pressure that's trying to get
There's a
in.
lot of pressure going on in there.
Yeah.
A lot of conflicts, a lot of pressures. His battery is dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got the cops out there. You don't know what she's thinking about, what's going on here. And then the reveal that, oh, God, you just killed my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we still don't know what the heck what's going on there.
Yeah.
What I love, too, was the Lynchian moments where the flowers start blossoming up on the walls. So there was almost like that little piece of hope that could still be there.
So I really love abstract stuff like that, and I think it's really fun to play around with, particularly when it's just a single location film. It really keeps it interesting. So we had so much fun with it. I mean, towards the beginning of the film, there's that entire sequence that's shot in infrared. Most people forget about it because by the time you get to the end of the film, we've done so many other crazy things. That doesn't even like register for most people
Yeah.
by the time we get to the end of the film.
Yeah, you've given them a
But-
little slight hint of
Yeah.
foreshadowing without them even realizing. Right? Pship,
Yeah.
Here's a glimpse of some
So
more strange stuff to come.
we just filled it with that, and as the film goes, we just progressively add on to it. As they were talking about a couple minutes ago, you know, we have that entire rain sequence where it's raining inside of the bathroom. So we did a lot of really, really fun things with it. So
That is cool. Well, I hope that inspired you to do a lot more astounding things with very minimal locations.
yeah, it does. So, I'm kind of becoming the master of minimal stuff.
No, and I think that kind of stuff is necessary in the world of like $300 million budgets and
Yes.
CGI and green screen and everything to be able to, tell a cohesive story, something that's interesting and engaging with not a lot. I feel like forces you to requires you to focus more on the story and characters. Very Aristotelian that way, which I adore. Yeah.
It's crazy because it gives you a whole lot of freedom. Yeah. Like one would think that, oh gosh, we're confined in this space. No, there's even more freedom that can be explored within that area.
Well, even that montage sequence when we reveal her pregnancy, I mean, if you go through it, and I know those cuts are so quick, but if you go through it, you'll see we shot at dozens of locations, most of them exterior stuff. I mean, Angela was on set for probably, 8-10 days, something like that. Shooting stuff that...
More than that.
Yeah, and
But it
the
was
thing
just
is...
random.
The thing is, it's like, I remember like picking you up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go get a shot that's on the screen for like
A quarter of a second.
4 frames or something like that, you know, like.
The montage sequence, that
Yeah.
was
A lot of work.
something, that was a lot
Yeah,
of work.
we had to drive to, was it Big Bear? To
Crystal
get
Lake.
snow? Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake.
And we just got a bunch of random things.
Coupley moments, yeah. We wanted that same sort of, like a montage to be able to show an entire relationship.
You know
How do
what
you
I
do
love?
that?
I forgot about until I saw it just now was the kiss when you throw me up against the wall. I had a concussion that day.
Oh my God.
I've been in a car accident. No.
Oh,
I've been
God.
in a car accident the day before, and when he threw me against the wall, I was like, I've got maybe one more in me. I had a
Whoa.
massive concussion the day before.
Whoa. You didn't let anybody know that stuff, huh?
I mean, I told him I was in a car accident and that I'd had a concussion, but
Oh my God.
I am so sorry.
I forgot about that until I was watching it, and I was like, I remember like going against the wall because I wasn't.
Maybe that's
expecting
why
it.
you forgot about. Maybe we've done permanent.
Oh,
brain
that's
damage.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh man.
If she starts levitating, we'll know why. She somehow hacked into some cosmic thing. Well, you guys, we have to leave enough time for these guys to clean stuff because we know how messy you were up there with all of your popcorn and everything.
That was
But they
me.
just
I
need to.
ate
No,
everything.
I didn't even. I
No one
ate
else-
everything.
I just eat constantly. No one else ate anything. I ate
Well,
all.
there's another movie, the woman who just eats. Who knows what comes out of that,
Actually,
right?
there is another movie.
Oh yeah. What is it?
Oh yeah, and do you want to say anything about it, or do you want to leave it up to the imagination?
Could be anything. It takes place on a plane. Takes place on a mountain. In a volcano.
in the hearts of children everywhere.
Yes. It's,
So I can't give too many details about it, but Angela and I are doing another project coming up, and she's playing an amateur boxer.
I'm
oh,
training
cool.
right now.
So she's,
Oh, great.
So she's actually in boxing training right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Just
it's
Very
fun.
good.
One
So large
yesterday.
appetite is completely justified.
Jeez, fall off the horse, get back on, get a concussion, get ready for another one.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it'll happen.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even know.
Well, you guys, listen, I hate to cut it short. I do have a good amount on here. And I'll tell you guys where to find this stuff. And we'll have this stuff too. Oh, it's called Inspirado Projecto. Yeah, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. It's so exciting. I'm kind of
Projecto,
addicted
that's
to make
the
it.
greatest
Oh,
name
God.
I've ever seen.
Oh, God. Okay, gotcha.
Wait, what's going on up there?
There's another.
Oh, there's... All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Inspirado Projecto. We are here at the KaPow Intergalactic Film Festival. We just got done with the KaPow premiere of Black Pumpkin. We're here with two amazing folks here. We have Grayson. What is your middle name again? Grayson Kilpatrick. Thorne. Thorpe or Thorne? Thorne. And then of course his dad Charles, who's wearing the Black Pumpkin T-shirt, which is phenomenal. So Grayson, were you surprised by how it was all cut together?
A little. Like I quite actually like that. That's one of the first movies I've been in that I wasn't cringed to watch myself.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. So are you saying that you liked your performance?
I mean, I guess there was this one redhead kid in the film that was okay. I mean, oh wait, that's me. But yeah, I actually did quite like my performance. I think that I did really well.
That's good to hear. A lot of actors just are, like you said, they cringe when they're watching themselves on screen. I think a lot of it has to do with the editing too, right?
Yeah. Like my main problem was my voice was way too high. I couldn't listen to my voice on film. But now that I've matured a lot, it just sounds a lot better to me, and it's a lot easier to listen to and watch.
Yeah.
Because I've also grown as an actor, and it really helps.
Oh, yeah.
So,
now, your dad had a part in the film. Mr. Charles, you had a part in the film. However, we didn't see your face. What part do you play?
I am giving out trick-or-treat candy in one of the scenes.
That's right.
You get to see my arm. Awesome.
Yeah. You know, that would have been hilarious if in the credits they do the freeze frame thing on your arm, like Charles Kilpatrick. That would have been brilliant. And you were wearing the infamous Black Pumpkin T-shirt, which was awesome.
I'm wearing the Black Pumpkin T-shirt because when you're part of a production, everybody's got to do their part.
Absolutely. I'm so blown away that they even make those things. It's so kick-ass. Now, have you been in other horror films before, Grayson?
I have. At this very theater, I actually watched another one of my horror films. It was a short film. And then I also... Let's see, I was in American Horror Story recently as a principal role.
Fantastic. And we had Camilla Allens, is that how you pronounce it? She was in American Horror Story, the daughter of Sheriff Levitt.
Really?
She was in American Horror Story. So we have two American Horror Story graduates, if you will. What was your part? Are you allowed to say what you did in your thing?
I was a trick-or-treater, surprisingly.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I was a werewolf, though.
Dude, that's brilliant.
It would have been kind of cool if I was Dr. Frank, just saying.
Did you ever think that you'd ever play a werewolf one day in a film?
I thought I might have, and I don't know. It was okay. I got candy on set. I'm fine with it.
Now, were you in another horror film that had to do with Halloween or no? I thought I saw that on IMDb, or maybe I'm just making up stuff.
I'm trying to remember all the films I've been in.
Was he in another Halloween type horror film?
One of the first ones that he did was based out of Atlanta, and it was called Bad Blood, the movie. The one that we've seen at the Limley, the short film, was The Unconventional Gourmet. I can't remember all of them, but you got to check him out, Grayson, Thorne, Kilpatrick on IMDb.
Oh, yeah. He's also on Instagram. He's all over Instagram, like a bat out of hell.
Thank you for plugging me. I mean,
You're all over Instagram.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, thanks to all the followers. Honestly, I have 3 people that do it. Me, my mom, and I have a PR person. So I'm sorry. I'm going to say this real quick. I'm sorry if I can't get to you guys in time. I've been trying to answer a lot of people's questions, a lot of people's direct messages. And I'm sorry if I can't get to you, but if you ever do want to contact me, just contact me at Grayson Thorne Kilpatrick on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ooh, that's good. Now, Charles, where can people find you if you want to give out that information?
I'm
give out your Instagram or no?
I am on Instagram.
Yeah. So he's on Instagram. It's up to you to find him. Now you're on IMDb?
I am on IMDb.
Yeah.
I've got an acting credit.
As the arm in Black Pumpkin. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the arm. A carpenter?
I was listed as carpenter also.
Oh, that's great. Wait, for what? Oh, that's right, because you did work. You actually did. You were. That's incredible. Did you see your handiwork in the film?
I did see my handiwork. When you're a set parent, there are no rules. You just do.
Oh my God. You guys, thank you so much for talking. I think I got to help these people with their programs and all that jazz. But it was so cool to see you again, man. You guys go hang out at that after party wherever that's at, and I'll try to sneak out of here and hang out with you guys. It was good to see you too.
Bye.
Okay. It's about 11. It's about 11. And we're I'm going over to Big Wang's here in North Hollywood Arts District. I'm going to see if I can talk to a few people here about tomorrow, because I guess they're opening at 9 or something. The first showing is at 10 a.m. So we're not using the same. We're not using the same theater. I have to move some things. We have what we call the step and repeat in there, which is the backdrop that people stand in front of and they take photos. Oh my God. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh boy. I'm running on fumes. I haven't had coffee since this morning. So, we shall see. That's no excuse, right? Not having coffee. I really should have some more though. You want my ID? Is that you the ID guy?
Uh-huh.
Not that I look like
sure,
it anymore.
I know. I guess, but if it makes you feel good, I'll go ahead and check your ID.
What did you do in the movie?
Wait, how do you know? Wait, how do you know about the movie?
Oh, everyone here.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And you have the button on.
You're like
That's
super,
so crazy.
Dude, you're like super late.
I am super late. I know. You know, it's so funny because I'm helping co-organize the film festival too, and
busy.
We had our premiere tonight for Black Pumpkin.
Yes,
oh my
that's
God.
where Joe is in the movie. My friend Joe is in the movie.
Your friend Joe's in the movie?
She played the monster.
Wait a second, that's kick-ass, dude.
Yeah.
So, did you see the movie?
Tomorrow. I promised her I'd see it tomorrow.
Dude,
so
this is so kick-ass. Joe is so cool, dude. Joe is so cool, man.
She's got that beautiful accent.
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah.
I think I met her.
She hops around.
Oh,
She's like a little...
She's a 10 for this high. That's what she is.
Yeah, man, she...
Her husband's... I'm friends with the husband, so that's how we...
We were so impressed with what she was doing in the movie. She was like this, I mean, just hopping around and like this... It's like, whoa, are you like a little... And it turns out she's a stunt
Yeah, she is a stunt person.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she was like jumping off of coffee tables.
What did you do for the movie? I'm so excited still.
I
teach.
I'm like a conspiracy theorist guy in the movie.
Oh, you're an actor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's all I wanted. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see you tomorrow then.
Oh, this is so cool. We got a double feature tomorrow.
Yes, I'm watching. Hold on, don't tell me. Bloody Bobby.
Yes.
And which one's first?
Bloody Bobby's the first one.
Okay, good.
And then Black Pumpkin.
Will there be an intermission of some sort?
Will there be a what?
An intermission.
Oh yeah. We won't make you hold your bladder the whole
What do they call
way.
it? It's called a grindhouse when you go to watch 2 movies.
Oh yeah. And the first one is more... Oh my gosh,
Nice
are you
to meet
leaving
you.
now? Oh my God, it's so good to see you two again. Oh my gosh, we got a movie star. Oh my God.
Nice to meet you. I hope to work with you in the future.
Did you see yourself in the film? Did you see yourself? Yeah. Good. Because at first they had a faraway angle for that scene.
Yes.
And I'm like, you guys, I know there's one where we saw them better.
I'm so
And I'm like,
glad.
guys, can we please, like, there's got to be a way to stick that and put that in there. And
Yeah,
so it was great that they ended up using that angle because it just turned out so good.
Yeah, because the other one was from that other little...
Yeah, it was a
like
faraway...
that little living room part.
Yes, oh yes, yes.
Yeah, I had seen that, and I'm like, it's like down there.
And especially knowing what you all went through for that night, it's like, come on, we really ought to at least, I mean, that's the least we could do.
That was a long night.
Oh, yeah. You did all the cooking and the catering. I did all the cooking. Oh, yeah, you were bringing
all
like...
the brownies.
You did all those brownies.
Brownies
They're
and
so
the banana bread,
delicious.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right,
So
but
they-
you guys have a good night.
Oh, my gosh, you too. It was good seeing you again. Thank you for coming out.
There's Kurt.
Hey, man, are you leaving now already?
No, I'm smoking.
Oh, you're smoking. Gotcha. Smoking in the boys' room. Are you leaving?
Yes. I was still buying.
Thank you so much.
Dogan was like, "Kurt was the best."
Jesus.
Oh my God! Thank you.
And I think we told you before when we did the table read and you read Flash.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't. That's not allowed. Whoa! I didn't know that.
This kid's insane.
Yeah, Dogan was like, "This is solid." You know what, Kurt? The Flash that I imagined Flash.
Oh my
to be.
God. Yeah, the surfer dude,
Yeah.
right? And it's so funny because like Fall Creek Valley is nowhere near like
Right.
the beach or anything.
Mountain.
And so I thought it's so funny, this idea of like this surfer dude who's like living in this small town, you know, almost like he just wishes he could surf.
Right, exactly. He doesn't really talk like that, but he
Yeah.
does because he's like wanting to be a surfer.
Yeah. Like he's buying all the surf magazines, you know, maybe even has a surfboard.
Yeah.
But that is so funny. I mean, I had so much fun at that table reading all these different characters. Like when someone gives me the like, okay, you don't have any shackles, no limitations. I'm like, all right, you asked for it. Oh yeah, I just take off. I mean, I just go, and it's like, it feels so good in those instances to be able to do that. And so I'm very happy to hear that you got a kick out of it because it was just too. And you guys did a great job. You guys had such a great chemistry on screen. The way that it cut together, did you like? Okay, I know it's a tricky thing, like when you're in a movie and you're in the scene because you, like, okay, there's the camera, but you're not really knowing how it's actually framed or anything. Are you out of here?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'll see you tomorrow if you're going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah, well,
yes.
the
Oh
rest
my
of the-
God, it's
the
so
rest
great
of
to
the
see you
family
too.
will come
Oh,
see.
good. Oh, cool. Thank
Great
you.
job. Great job. It was good to see you in there. Hi. Hi, are you his mother?
Those guys had such great rapport, and it was like
Tony Lynette.
like it reminds me of like E.T. or something, right? The way that they were all interacting with each other, they had such a great. It reminded me of like an '80s
No.
buddy
yeah.
film, right?
No, it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Good comedic timing. You're always my favorite, Kurt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys
You're
tomorrow.
too cool. You let us use it. Did you know that we used her house?
Which your house?
She was so. Oh my gosh!
Well, my
they
house
got
is
this
like-
awesome house. It's like this huge house, and
I
it's
have
like
a 130-year-old house. But yeah, so it's a 130-year-old house in Inglewood.
Like-
Half of my house is under renovations while they were doing.
So what? But what part of the film? What?
Brittany. I think it's Brittany. She's going up. She's getting her makeup ready and everything. She gets strangled by Buddy Bobby.
It's the colonial house. It's the colonial house, but it's
We also used it for Pork Chop's house at the end.
Yeah, I
We
thought.
used the back side of it.
yeah. So it's served as like two houses.
Pork Chop have
It's
a
served- yeah.
family? Is he just an outcast?
I know.
Oh my God,
That's a
that's
great
interesting. Well, he did have a mom. Originally written in the script, you can hear the mom like off screen.
Right.
That's right.
But yeah, that was strange, right? Because he's just kind of like this lone child. Like, wait, he's living in this house.
He's a pork loin.
Pork loin.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Are you guys coming back? Bringing more people, family? Awesome. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Cool.
She's crashing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's that slap happy hour, right? Where everything's funny. Are you two out of here?
Yes. So
You're
actually,
outta
we're
here.
gone already.
Oh.
And then I have to go. Once we got to the car, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to be able to make it to the car. And he's like, me too. And then I'm going to put your other tennis shoes on that he had in the car. Because my feet were hurting from the shoes I had on. But now I feel like I'm walking on the clouds of heaven, I told him. These
Oh,
shoes
good.
are so comfy.
Oh, that's good.
These are actually Elliot's shoes.
Oh,
So I was like,
Oh my
I was
gosh.
thinking it must have been really comfortable.
you fit him perfect.
I actually bought like 3 pairs of really like attractive looking shoes that Jacob loved, but he said, Dogan, which shoes are you more comfortable in? He's like, let's go with that because you're going to be wearing them a lot. So
Oh,
we had
yeah.
Dogan wear these because they were more comfortable.
Oh, that is good.
We also didn't have to wear jeans as a calm.
You did. You wore the
Did
gray
I?
jeans.
Oh, well then I hated it. It was awful.
I hated it. It was awful. Take care, you guys.
Well, it's so good to see you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Oh my God, it was so good to see you too. Oh, this is so kick-ass. You're gonna be out here tomorrow. Oh my God, you guys are so good. You guys are so good. So see you tomorrow, 12, right? 12 p.m. High noon, high noon.
It's already left.
Entrez-vous, monsieur, entrez-vous. We're now entering Big Wang's. We've got some wonderful people here. We've got some extraordinary people here hanging out. I gotta find a few people. Hey, did you happen to see Kimberly around?
Kimberly?
Yeah.
Did she miss this?
I'm looking for her because I got to see if she can come in early tomorrow because I got to be there at like 9:15. Well, we got to move from the one place to the other place. We got to move our stuff from from the one theater over to the other. So I'm just hoping that at least one more person could be there with me. And ideally, that person's Kimberly. Saturday. What time are you going to be there tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a bit later, but if I do like early, then I'm going to leave early.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I need to finish something I need to do some changes on the website again and like.
Oh, gotcha.
So all right. Let's see, but like, let me see. I don't know what Kimberly is. No idea. So it's Dave not being there early tomorrow?
No, he won't be able to be here that early tomorrow.
So Kurt, do you have to split yourself? That's my question.
I do have to split myself.
So maybe so if nobody, otherwise I come maybe early and then I go back. Then I go back to the design.
Just to move, just to move the.
Maybe because
Well, you know what? I have a student. You know what? I have a student. I told her to come in at 9:45 tomorrow, but maybe I can have her come in at 9:30. A Columbia College student named Lamise. So I'll send her a text, see if she can come in tomorrow morning at 9:30. That's what I'll do, and then we'll just move the.
You know what to do. At the site you can just zoom in and then it goes down.
Okay. Is it possible for me just to carry the entire thing?
Carry that whole thing. I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay. Oh, good.
But you don't have to make it that big. You know, you can lower it.
Oh, good.
It's easier to, I think.
Okay, I'll try it. I'm going to see if Kimberly's out here just for kicks.
No, they wouldn't give you money anymore.
Here, real quick, is Kimberly here by any chance? Did you see her here? Oh my God! Wait, we have food here?
Yeah.
Okay. There's so much great stuff happening right now. I didn't realize. Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly.
Last question is,
what time?
What is the upload to answer the question of mankind? And it goes throughout from now until the sequel future. How mankind tries to address the last question. I think you're really like that. It's very different when they do that last question and then Nightfall. Both of those.
What time do you think you're going to be here tomorrow?
Probably like 10:30.
Okay. Very good.
Because I know the first one starts at 10.
Oh yeah, 10?
Right? But I gotta give myself some time to sleep.
Dude!
I'm so annoyed that he's like, when you talk about that guy who looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. I'm like, dude, I don't know how he didn't get through that whole movie where you just didn't ADR. I'm saying like, well, you're talking about Chicago Jesus? Dude, it would have been perfect. It would have been so good.
Dude, it would have been.
Dude, that movie was
Chicago Jesus.
That movie was so much fun. I had a blast watching it. And your stuff is fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
So good.
Dude, and
highlight of the whole fucking movie. You damn near steal the show, everything you're in.
Thank you.
Every time.
Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely, dude. It's dude. Even then, like, they may have been trying to go for some horror, but like, dude, it was funny. I had a blast.
Oh my God.
You had to sit like you're sitting there like. Oh, dude, it's so good. So good.
Thank you so much.
Dude, it's so good. I love it.
Oh my God.
Like, whatever. But dude, it's entertaining.
It was unexpectedly like a real movie.
Exactly.
I mean, it was like, wait, hold on, we're watching a real movie here.
We're in the theater. We're watching it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's great.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Dude, that's exactly it. Like, you watch it like it's a horror film, and you watch it like it was like we were saying, like oh, we may have set out to make a horror film, may not necessarily be what we have, but if you embrace it, then that's what happens when you embrace it.
That's a beautiful way of
absolutely, because it's still a love letter to 80s horror.
Totally.
And dude, and then you got it there, like, dude, there's still like 3 or 4 decent, like, oh shit moments in the movie. Then you got this. Then you got, dude, your character trope. You're like shitting on all of the tropes.
Oh
it's
yeah,
hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude.
I had a blast, dude.
Oh dude,
I had a blast watching.
Thank you so much, dude. I'm so glad he came out, man.
Dude, I'm so happy I came out too.
Now, did they use those cool sounds that you got of us going down the steps? I can't remember.
I think I heard like 2 or 3 little snippets.
Gotcha.
See, like once again, if they were trying to make it a hard horror movie, they would have drawn that moment out.
They would have.
Exactly. Really draw that moment out. Like the music wouldn't be overpowering. Like it'd be creepy and intense.
Oh yeah.
This one they're like, oh shit, fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit. They're like, oh fuck down the stairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So good. So good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I did hear it. Like I did definitely when your head hit the. Definitely when you heard it, that was us kicking that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why we do it.
That must be so much fun when you watch a film that you worked on. You get the sound and you're like, they kept my sound thing in there.
Yes, they got something right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly. Oh, that sounds discriminating. Jesus.
Yeah. What? What's that all about?
Wait a minute. People read into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, dude, like, oh yeah, they they found what I gave them. Because like you give them a whole card. There's a whole bunch of shit in there.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Like, they got us like, we got wilds. And like, boom, put it in. They found it.
Oh, dude, it's so fun and exciting.
It's so good, man. So
now, do you know? Did we happen to get any drink tickets here or no? Did we?
Shada.
Really?
Shada had a drink ticket. Quick one for everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go find her.
Dude, find Shada.
I gotta go find her. Oh my god.
What time are you getting there?
Huh?
What time are you getting there tomorrow?
Well, like 9:30. So I gotta move.
Because I'm driving from Orange County and I just know I'm not gonna be able to.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to get it done. I might even be here at 11. Because the first block doesn't end until 12:30, right?
I think.
I like to see all the films, but I just don't think it's practical.
Oh my god, yeah. It's just a long day to try to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I heard you say something about the, paying the meters all the time. You might want to think about trying to find like residential street parking.
Where's the houses?
That street Magnolia. Okay, there's Vineland. Or I'm sorry, Lancashire, and then there's Magnolia, which is the big street.
Yeah.
Beyond that is houses. Like the houses are over there, so you can just park around on one of those streets and then just walk over.
Oh, I think
it's only like a block and a half or something.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'll do that. This is a nice neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then let's say later on, if you decide that you want to park around here, I think some of the meters are like after 6 it's free, I think, or something, right? Didn't you say that, or someone say that?
Yeah.
So maybe just park on a side street up until then, and make it, and then just bring it over here closer or something.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, if you're going to be out here that long.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I'll do that. Thank you for bringing that
you're
up.
welcome.
Because I don't know how much money I paid today.
Oh my God.
It's a nightmare now. I'm just feeling here.
Wow. I'm eating chicken quesadillas.
This is Kurt.
Hi.
I recognize you. I recognize you.
Yeah. Well, hello. So, Shada, Jake told me, do you have drink tickets?
I do.
You do? Yeah, I have. Oh my God. Thank you. I love your sparkly nails, by the way.
Thank you.
I've heard nothing but great things from people about they're happily pleased with how the movie was. Like, they're like, that was a real movie. I mean, yes, it's different for us because we created it, because we know like what we were aiming for or whatnot, but...
Well, no, there's a lot of notes. I'm like really bummed. I don't even know where they
Really
went.
bummed?
Like it took off. other 20%.
Yeah, I noticed a couple little sound issues in there.
Sound of fire when they're burning malak, fucking the bloods. Especially in the beginning, it's like floating in the air.
It was floating in the air. It was. Yeah.
From Germany, cousins help inside the house, rattling doors and all kinds of shit. You wouldn't believe. It was an adventure. I mean, I don't know what else funny was that. I mean, we had there's a lot of stuff that didn't make it. I mean, of course, the tea kettle was falling off the stove. We had picture frames, all kinds of crap, and I just. What was that?
I was to say, Mark being in that little mask there was pretty uncomfortable for him, so he was pretty pissed off for a lot of the shoot, but as you can see, it came out pretty damn funny, I thought. So it was pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks again, Marisol, for a great job on the makeup and all you guys done for us. Thank you, all you
guys. Sorry, I'm brain dead. I'm on East Coast time right now. So, I mean, God, we had quite a few things happen, but one of the most notable things, I'm sorry, Dave, I don't know if this is funny or not, but basically we had a lot of problems with our securing a location to the point where we had an office downtown we were shooting in, and we by happenstance, the key didn't work, so the person who owned the office gave us the key. Key didn't work. The cleaning lady let us in, and we weren't able to leave. So basically, we had to spend the night there and just sleep there. So that was interesting. So we slept at our location on a hammock, and yeah, we had some fun with our props too. We had a lot of sex toys, a lot of dildos. Frankie would stick the dildos onto Leia, our DP's monitor. It was great fun.
Really loose. Yeah, the dildos really loosen the actors up a lot.
Hey, hello. Hey.
You're welcome.
There's your funny. There's your funny bit.
Anyone fetch me some water? I'm thirsty. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about Mark the Narc, but I'm not Mark, I'm Brett. I don't know, it's kind of weird that I was in my own film, but I kind of tried to do it in like a subtle way. I love comedy. I'm so glad you guys came out to laugh tonight. Yeah, most of the film was shot in one day, and it was really stressful. It was kind of like 11 hours in the studio. And one of my actors kept leaving to go edit his own film, and I had to go fetch him, like the water I wanted to get. But it was great, and I casted everyone I knew. I didn't use backstage. I'm making my thesis next semester. Yeah, this semester, next semester. So I'm making another comedy, and yeah, I'm gonna probably enter it into KaPow again. So
yeah.
Ow! Love you guys. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, KaPow, for everything you're doing for us. My name's Ernie Charles, and I think I need a drink now. I have two, but I'm going to name one, and that is the first day of shooting. I made it very clear to my crew, because I have a lot of friends in the business, and said the day we shoot, I don't want any questions anymore. And of course, I produced and put everything together, and the second AD comes up to me and goes, hey, you wrote in the script a chicken or a duck, which do you want? And I was like, well, let's use a chicken. And then they go, one more question. I go, well, what's that? What color chicken do you want? Because my friends, see, when I got this location, my friend's backyard, they had all these chickens and ducks. So we decided to add that to the script. So I thought that was pretty funny, because I thought, oh, still making decisions on the day of shooting. But anyway.
Funny thing that happened / apology to Eamon here. Late at night, everybody was delirious, and to get that effect in the box, we had to spray the smoke into the box and then shut the lid.
Oh, man.
And then roll it. And it's about 5 a.m., and so everybody's loopy. Somebody sprays the smoke in the box, and then one of the green production assistants immediately Eamon goes, ow, my eye.
Oh,
and then the production assistant shuts the lid. And so naturally I said, action.
Awesome.
It was fun. Morning. Yeah, 5 a.m. I think shooting began at midnight. Yeah. That was a one-nighter. It wasn't all morning. Yeah, and I wanted to go home at like 3, and it kept going. We left at sunrise, particularly because that sandwich scene. I couldn't stop laughing, and it was really hard as an editor because all the shots you saw were the only ones where I'm not obviously laughing, and it kept us all up late, and it kept me up late editing, and we almost didn't get through it, and lo and behold, we almost didn't get through that scene tonight either. So it's kind of my disease.
Yeah, that night it was pretty arduous dealing with those elements. I just remember it being really hot. Probably because I was in the box almost the entire time.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember if we shot it in the summer or not. But despite that, I think the most arduous part about it was that sandwich, keeping it together. But I think, I just want to thank Jeremy's very motivated and very creative, and it's always easy to get together and shoot something with him.
How many sandwiches were there?
Only 2.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford more than that. 2 halves of one, you know.
It worked.
First of all, everybody, thank you for coming out. It's especially my friends that came out to see this. This has been a long time coming. This film actually took me 15 years to make because I started it in 1997 as a student project, and then I added to it a couple years later, and then I ran out of money, and then it sat in a box for like 10 years, and a couple years ago, I digitized it and made the newer section, which is at the beginning and the end. As far as funny moments go, I'll jump back to 98. The second part of filming it, I just graduated college, and my ego was a little bigger than it probably should have been. And I rented way too many lights, and we were using my dad's office for the Ben section, and we plugged in far too many lights into the wall. And I had so many lights on my friend Jeff, who did pass away, but he's the guy with the beard. And I had the shot set up, and I said it looked perfect. And the minute I yelled action, all the lights in the entire building went out. I blew the entire circuit board in the entire building, and I think I caused Pitney Bowes to lose all the data on their servers that night too. I didn't get to go back to film after that, but that's my funny story.
Well, this is going to be simple. I actually do not have a funny story for you because this was the one episode that nothing bad happened. It went off without a hitch. So I have nothing, but I do want to congratulate everybody because making a film or a short or anything is not easy, as most of you know. So congratulations to all the filmmakers. Well done. And thank you for everybody who came out to see us. And thank you for coming.
From the audience, does anybody have any questions for the filmmakers?
I do.
You, sir.
Where did the idea... Whoa. No, I didn't just have too many drinks. Where did you first get the idea for the box?
It was an allegory for the life of Christ.
Oh, I love it.
No, I'm
Joke's on me.
I had a big box that we got, and who's the guy? Kenny Rogers?
I don't know.
Kenny Rogers' bongos toured in that box, and we bought that box for an acting class that I run, and we said we got to make something with this box.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
But also the Christ thing.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to Kenny Rogers.
Kenny
I love it.
Rogers
Oh
and
my.
his bongos.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Kenny Rogers has bongos?
Yeah. Well, he did. We don't know if he still does. We have his bongos box.
He has unprotected bongos.
Yes.
There's a story there. Awesome. Yes, ma'am.
This is for Ernie Charles. How long did it take for you to shoot your entire film?
Well, the film, I had 2 months of prep maybe. I decided I wanted to do it, and I had another actor going to do it with me, and then he bailed out, so I said, you know, I've already got it in place, I'm going to shoot it anyway. And then it was 2 days of shooting. The first day we did during the day, and the second day we shot at night, so. And it got interest. Some of my friends have seen it, and now I wrote the feature when I was done, and there's interest in shooting the feature now. So we had a table read on that last week, so that's where we're going next with it.
Awesome. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Chelsea, where did you get the inspiration for Female Friendly?
It was my brother and I were like joking around, talking about how funny it would be if two guys did a artistic take on pornography. And then I got with Taylor, who's the co-creator and my BFF, and we were like, wait, why does that have to be a guy's story? That can be a woman's story. So we tweaked it so it challenges the patriarchal exclusivity of the porn industry. No big deal.
Porn is female.
Yes, sir.
For the Down to Earth director, who was your friend that came down from Miami that was in that scene? That was
His name is Jeremy Turan, for everyone.
Jeremy! Hey, Jeremy.
Coming out.
Sweet. We have some first-time KaPow folks here. Mr. Larson, and the box guy. We've had this festival for 3 years. He submitted a film every year. Hoorah! Female Friendly has two episodes in this block. The gentleman on the way left to the far.
MF Jokers.
Jokers. Have a film also tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
At 10 o'clock. Right, you got one. Yours is tomorrow at Sunday, right?
Oh, back the music.
Yeah, beautiful, awesome. So KaPow's we're here till Thursday. So if you guys, sorry, David. I was saving him for last, actually. What's your film, David? There you go. So we have a lot of repeat people here. They can't. One is not enough. Awesome. But thank you guys for coming. We can take some on our step repeaters here. If you guys want some photos, feel free. Come on down. And thank you for coming tonight.
There's a gentleman, that was the comedy block. That was the comedy block of KaPow. There was the comedy block. All the people, as you know, I just came from Big Wang's where everybody was rock and rolling, hanging out. And so now I'm here. Thought I'd come in and listen to the Q&A of these folks. I've seen these movies. One question I didn't get a chance to ask you, you're on my podcast right now, by the way. Does anyone in your crew actually do voodoo?
Well, Voodoo Vanessa is based on me.
Aha!
Because I'm the Caribbean one, and I'm the one that knows about magic and
That's
everything.
awesome!
Art imitates life? Is that what it's called?
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
Oh my God. Do you really like tarot cards and stuff?
I used to. I stopped. I got busy with acting, but I read tarot cards, I do shells, I dress candles, I
These
do
are
spells.
incredible things to
But
hear.
those are things that I keep to myself because Hollywood frowns on things like that. So
These are things I want to continually unpack. This information I want people to know about.
Well, it's just who I am. That's all. So I figured I will do a story or a series loosely based on me and what I do with my time and what I do to my friends. So there you go.
How have you noticed utilizing these various techniques? By applying them, how have you noticed them actually affecting your personal sort of reality experience?
My reality?
Well, the funny thing about the reason why I decided to do this series was because there's a misconception with voodoo, with Santeria, with anything magical, especially from the Caribbean. There's a darkness put to it. And what I wanted people to understand is just like religion, you have your bad people with religion who kill for God, and you have people who, like Mother Teresa, who prays and helps support. It's what you do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to bring something lighthearted and a little bit of what we do. There's an episode called The Ancestors. That's what I do when there's once a year, a few times a year. I remember my grandmother. I remember those have passed, and I commune with them in my own way. But in film,
Brilliant.
I brought it to life, what I would like for it to look like in film. So I'm a visualizer. I have vision boards. I have my tarot cards when I feel like I just want to see a picture, and I draw a card. So my life is very spiritually drawn, and that's how I treat Hollywood. That's how I go into everything. So it helps me keep balanced as an actor can be. And just, I see it in everything that I do. That's just who I am.
So when you hear folks who are sort of stuck within the matrix of the programming that's been given to them throughout their whole lives, and you have this outside perspective of like, okay, you really don't have to be bitching and moaning about this or complaining about that, and you see the bigger picture. Do it all. Plant those little seeds in their brains to kind of let them know, like, look, things are going to be fine. It really has to do with whatever you personally are magnetizing into your reality.
I have a lot of friends and a lot of people that just vomit things to me. Don't know why. I guess I'm trustworthy, or I just have that personality. There's moments where, like, I've been going through my own stuff, and I'm lucky that I happen to live with this beautiful woman. She kind of reminds me of the positive things when all you want to look is the bad. And I think that it's easier for people to look at the darkness and look at the negativity. It's easy to get stuck there instead of looking out and going, okay, well, this shitty thing just happened to you. Not about, oh, it happened for a reason. I hate that, by the way. But what is it? Why did this happen? What is that was going on in your life that brought this into your life? And how can you use this to get out of it or to learn from it? So I always, when friends come to me, and even when I used to read cards, I don't really need the cards. I just sit down and I talk to you, and I can just kind of guide you through what you're going through. So I always try to show people the positive, and I surround myself with people who remind me of the positive, even though
that is the key.
Bad things happen.
That's the key.
There's so much good that has happened before. So focus on the good, not always the bad, because it's easy to get stuck in the bad, and then you get stuck in that rut and you don't get out. So.
Well, and the negative is the loudest propaganda, thing that's out there in all kinds of media. So it is interesting and tricky sometimes, unless you continually surround yourselves with other positive-minded individuals who can show you, well, okay, this might look like, you're looking at a wall right now, but if you just go right there, it's not a wall anymore. There's this whole other aspect that's going on out there. And it's great, especially like when you do continually surround yourself with the positive people. It's amazing, because I just absolutely love synchronicities. I love all of the those little magic moments in life where you're thinking about something and someone says it. And so the more that I treat that, I've been noticing as a relationship, just with the all that is, and it's like, okay, we're working together here on this thing. What's awesome is, like you were saying, when you're in a moment where it seems like it's not so good, or you're like in a moment you're like, I don't like this, then you could go, okay, I actually manifested that into my reality by this comment that I made, or that highly charged conversation I had with this person.
I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that 100%, because I'm proof of it. I am 100% proof of it. So I always tell people, choose your words carefully, because words carry vibration.
Oh my God, big time. Spell casting, right? Spell casting.
Well, it's a prayer. People think, people go to church and they pray and things happen, and I'm like, you do realize you just put that out into the universe.
Yeah.
So that's just me. A lot of people don't see it that way. My mother doesn't see it that way. She's very religious. But I think everything, it's been scientifically proven that we are energy and that they are vibrations. If you talk mean to an ice cube and you can freeze it, it turns into different shapes. So you have to be careful what you put out there. You have to be careful how you think about yourself. You have to be careful how you think about others. You have to be careful how you think about life in general. So I stay in my box, my negative box, until I can't stand it anymore, and then I'm all about I fake it till I make it.
I think too is like looking at, like if you're in that situation where you're looking at something negative and you go, okay, what value am I really getting out of stamping that definition on this? How can I mean, that's true alchemy right there, turning the lead into gold. So now you go, how can I, I'm looking at one side of the coin. Let's just flip that over. Ooh, what's that? And then you can zoom in on that.
Absolutely.
There's this idea of, whether it be voodoo, whether it be tarot cards or what have you, there's this idea of permission slips, so to speak. Like these things kind of give us that permission to then believe in that magic or that power that's going on. I'll tell you, I carry this around with me. This is it's a rainbow moonstone. And what it does, it attracts, That's what that is? That's a rainbow moonstone. Of course you have a rainbow moonstone. Synchronicities, psychic abilities, etc., and so forth. So, of course, I just listened, at-home viewers, you just, yet another synchronicity you were there to witness.
This one is
another one.
This one is for manifesting. This one is for protection. This one is for...
Oh, I love me eyeballs.
Well, that one does the evil eyes to protect me from...
I got a belt. I'm a huge fan of...
She's got a necklace.
Oh my God, that's great. Oh my God, this is great. Oh no, that's okay. I was in your way.
The Fatima with carnelian.
Oh my God, this is so incredible. This is so exciting.
And you're welcome.
Yeah, big time. What's so interesting is that I notice that when I'm around people who are into this playful nature of life,
Who are not stuck in a box?
Yes, those who are not stuck in there. What's beautiful is like when I'm in a even just two people or even three, and then, especially if there's more, who are all willing to be harmonized with each other and in that agreement mode, that yes and mode. Like it's all lift up one another. It's like, let's turn up the volume on. Let's encourage the greatness out of you. Let's encourage the greatness out of you. Everyone's doing that for each other. What's awesome is that you really do end up fast-tracking that reading the minds type of thing, where you're all there at that same, you're listening to the same radio station, so to speak. Do you notice that as well?
Yeah. We actually had a female shindig a few months ago where everybody was in the same kind of level and vibration, and everybody was in a certain place, and you can feel it in the air. Like-mindedness.
It's great, because then what you're doing is you're actually creating your own reality right there.
Yeah. People don't realize that they're more in control of their fate than they think. They just allow other people to decide their lives for them, and I'm not one of those people, so that's why I do my own thing. I think we all do.
Well, it does seem to be a more popular idea of, more largely broadcasted, that idea of like, oh, what you need is way over there. Oops, what you need is way over there. Oops, what you need is way over there.
No.
But holy moly, exactly. That's the type of media that we I think, ultimately deserve to have. I believe that there's that parallel universe where that does exist. Well, that kind of thing is happening, and that's the true utopian society where everyone's going, okay, what's your expertise? What's your expertise? What helps make you be most in your element? What helps you most be in your element? What can I do to help you in doing that? What can everybody help in doing that? And whoa, it's amazing when you can feel that vibe happening. Oh, it's so good. And it's so interesting that isn't something that's even more... So that's part of my mission, having this sort of portable radio station here to be able to broadcast those ideas. The name of this is called Inspirado, Projecto. So I take what inspires me and I go, and I inspire, and I project it out there. I take what things that people are inspired by and I share them with others with the hopes that maybe if I plant those seeds, those will inspire those people.
Yeah, it works a boomerang.
It is a boomerang, big
effect.
time. I also have this is also a radio show on the first and third Monday of every month. I already have guests on October 1st, but I would love to have you two in the studio at any time to talk about this stuff. Could you imagine the kind of things that we could conjure on the air if we had a studio filled with these?
I'm very careful talking about this stuff. It's not something that I...
What makes you careful about it?
Are you kidding me right now? Remember the Boston trials? It's all right. People say, "Oh, I'm okay."
No, I don't know about the Boston trial.
Okay. Salem. No.
We're past that point, though, I'd like to
No,
believe.
we're not. No, we're not.
If we're creating our own realities, how can we allow room for that to be in our reality?
Reality, but you can't make other people see your point of view. You can only lead your life by example, and those people that are supposed to be in your life and that are attracted to that energy will come to you. But you can't go out there, I think, and publicize things as some people do, because then people will just whether shun you or call you crazy because the masses are not ready to embrace certain things. So I just don't say anything, and people like you just pop up in front of me and ask me questions and go, "Holy shit, I had no idea." And I'm like, "Well, yes." I say, "Well, you want to know?" And I'm going to tell you now. So people that need to know, they come to me. People that need advice, they come to me. People that are just curious about life and they want me to, I tell them. But everybody, I draw people to me. I don't have to go out there and say anything.
Do you have the idea that the masses will someone will try to kill you if you say this great information?
It's not about killing. It's about not. I think that in this day and age, you're already being fed so much, and there's so many things that people are like, okay, now I gotta, whether it's believe or accept. There's so many things that all of a sudden you have to accept to add something that has been around for thousands of years that people still like scoff at or make fun of on television. It's like, you know what? I don't want to be made fun of. I don't want people mocking who I am and what I am. It's like, I'm not going to lie and hide. If you ask me straight out, I'm going to tell you what I believe in and what I do. But it's not my secret, but that's who I am. And I respect myself way too much. And I did it before. It did not work out well. So now it's my treasure. So if you want to share my treasure, people will come to me, and they always do. People find me. So.
It's crazy because I talk about this stuff out as far in the open as I humanly can on the subways, on the street corners, with anybody and whoever, and I find astounding amounts of. It's like, you know, that old like cartoons where they're turning people upside down to shake the change out of their pants. That's what I'm doing to these folks, and I find amazing, extraordinary stories from these folks who also end up appreciating this. And it's like, wow, how beautiful is that? The universe aligned it right up that here I am standing with this person at this street corner. I happen to ask them this specific question, and it just so happens to really hit close to home to them. And it's like, whoa, that's a door that we just unlocked right there. How kick-ass is that? It's fun, and it's extraordinary. The fact that we have these abilities to be able to put that message out there.
Yeah, but that's why I choose to do it that way, which is more welcoming, and then people just get curious. Like
it's awesome that you say that. It's great that you say that because, with hypnotism and magic, one of the biggest things is if you could play with in the imagination. You plant all the important seeds in that imagination, because in the imagination everything is acceptable. Like, oh, it's just imagination. Oh, it's just playful. Oh, it's just a fun little movie. But you plant those seeds of things that really go, and really like turn on the shine of that star, that little stardust that's inside of them. Now they go, oh, I recognize that now. Like, oh, there's something about that. So I'm happy to know that you're truly, totally into this stuff as much as you are.
Oh, honey, I was born in it. I don't have a choice. So it is what it is.
What do you like to do?
That was my idea.
I'm not an actor or creative type.
No, I'm just saying, what do you like to do?
All kinds of things. Just like to explore new things, travel, see the world, experience new people and places.
Do you hike?
I do.
Where do you like to hike most?
Yeah, they put the express sign on.
Not in LA.
Where?
But when I do hike, probably up in Joshua Tree.
Have you had some extraordinary experiences up there?
I have, yes.
Have you seen any UFOs?
I have not, but I have friends who have.
What have their experiences been with seeing the UFOs?
They were driving on the 5 coming from San Francisco, and all of a sudden a round saucer was probably 200 yards ahead, and a green light came, and then it went away within maybe 10 seconds.
Now, are these friends of yours? Are they people who appreciate such phenomenons?
Yes, very much.
What a wonderful gift. What a wonderful gift for people who appreciate such things.
Yes.
Sometimes this stuff happens to those who it just goes like they can't totally appreciate it, right?
Yeah, she came back after she saw it and said, I just saw a UFO.
Oh my God, that's
I don't know if it was aliens, but it was definitely an unidentified flying object.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, for talking with me. I'll be putting this up online. Inspirado Projecto. You're welcome.